Public speaking for absolute beginners. Hi guys, my name is Deepak Shukla, founder at the Pearl Lemon Group, and welcome back to day 4 of 106 days of agency and corporate communications training. Feel free, before we get into it, to click the link in the description below to get access to 7 additional strategies not shared in this training. And if you're on the YouTubes or wherever you're on, please do subscribe if you're enjoying this, and give it the old like and comment. I'd really appreciate that. So look, public speaking is scary, and if you're an absolute beginner to it, when you're in the agency space, then certainly if you're presenting to one, or you can often end up presenting one to many, so like 1 to 3, 1 to 4. So I want to walk through some of the practical tips that you could engage upon and think about as you move through your communications journey. So look, number one, you need to present. So you begin presenting to people that you're comfortable presenting to. So that could be internal people within your organization. Number two, when it comes to presenting, make the presenting like practical. So what I mean by that is, if you set aside some time to present in a way that doesn't actually benefit the work that you do overall, then it's not really going to be that effective. But if you can think about, well, what do I do for work, and how could I present something that's going to benefit the work that I do? You want to, layer stack or value stack ultimately the reasons for presenting. And that's the part that will mean that you can, number three, when you make it practical, you can build it into the fabric of your work. So practically present and build it into the fabric of your work, and you'll find that you can then consistently present and systematically get better at the art of public speaking, because you've got a presentation you need to give on a semi-regular basis. And that's the thing that I think that most people miss out when they think about public speaking. A lot of it comes down to practice, but there needs to really be an incentive to practice in a way that supports the wider mission. So a good example for me is that I've decided I'm going to create this communications training course because my team would benefit from it, but also I want to continue to practice the art of my own public speaking skills. And what better way to do that than present? Like, this is what we're doing here. I'm presenting, and even though it's to myself, it is often to an audience, and it's a good proxy in absence for an audience. And of course, you want to do it in front of an audience, but doing something as simple as creating a course, so practically presenting and building it into the fabric, the 1, 2, 3 that we've got here. And let's just wipe the slate clean. Hold on, how do we clear? Exit drawing, bring it back. Yeah, so making it one present, like you need to present, as we said. Wow, look at that crazy handwriting. 1, 2, make it practical. And then 3, build it into the fabric of your work. Whoa, that's pretty. You see what I'm trying to do? I should just use the typing function. But anyway, if you think about it in these terms, like present, make it practical, build it into the fabric of your work. So guys, I need to teach you some of the things that are in my head, because I don't want to repeat this teaching later down the line. And that's why, that's one of the big reasons that I'm creating this communications training, because I see that it's something more and more in today's day and age. Like, empowered communication is definitely something that my team certainly could benefit from. Certainly, I believe if you're watching this, you believe you could benefit from it. And it's a skill that's getting more and more lost, because we're sending text, sending contracted messages through, direct and instant messaging, and often using also emojis as well as images. And it's not about the exclusion of that, it's about including that into your wider dialogue and making it really powerful how you're able to move between all of them. And fundamentally, how this feeds into public speaking is that you can ultimately find ways to practice this element of it, because this is the part that's often getting lost. And that's what I'd recommend that you do. If you don't want to do that, then you could even practice putting a slide together. You could do it to an audience of one. I mean, I'm doing it really, I'm the only one here right now recording this. So look, there's lots of ways to consider this. But definitely, I'd think about the people that you work with, and I'd set up, every 2 weeks I'm going to present something to you, and that's going to be a live training. So let's get into it and let's do it. And that's going to really, really help you when it comes to later public speaking. Notwithstanding, of course, we're totally remote, so it's all via, screen share, Zoom, and the like. But doing it in person is absolutely beneficial as well. So where you can do it in person, do it in person. But if you can't, then do it on Zoom. So there you have it, guys. They're my insights on public speaking for the absolute beginners.